But we wanted to just take some time today to review what we kind of have scheduled for you guys to promote your fall services. The first thing that we do have coming up is a postcard mailing. You are both in the cool season, so it would be a power seating postcard. The contact list is going to be mailed to Pitch Not Sold customers and also your existing customer base if they do not already have power seating scheduled. Listed are the 3 dates. It's going to be August 20th and then the 30th and then one again in September on the 10th. So there will be 3 postcard drops promoting power seating. If you just go to the next slide, this is what the graphic looks like. So there won't be an offer on it. It's just going to promote the power seating service. This is for soil enrichment, but this is what we're going to be doing for the warmer season, so no one particularly on this phone call needs to worry about that. In addition to the postcard, we're also going to be doing an email campaign. For you guys, it would be both featuring power seating as well as aeration. The emails are going to go to the same list. It's going to go to Pitch Not Sold and also the customer base if they do not already have those 2 services. The dates there.
I just want to jump in for a quick second if I can. And just so you guys, in case anyone's thinking this, on roughly August 23rd, we're going to button that up. We're going to pull a fresh list so that anybody that has purchased between now and then doesn't continue to get the postcards or the emails.
Okay.
Sorry about the intro. I just wanted to mention that.
So those 2 dates for both the power seating and aeration are listed there. And then what we're going to do after the fact is the contact list who received the emails will be sent to the call center for follow-up. They're going to either do 1 call or 1 voicemail. But you guys do both have the option to receive this list as well and to make those calls on your own. If you had the capacity or the time, you do have that option to take on those calls on your own. So just let us know. You can either let us know right now because there's only 2 of you on, or you could just email us after the fact what you decide. So it's either going to go to the call center and they themselves will call the email list, or you guys will be able to. What we're going to do. Go ahead.
I'd rather follow up on my own, just because when it comes to power seating or aeration, I have a power seeder and aerator, and I know that terrain is a big issue. It's not like if I show up at a property and they sold maintainer, and yes, I can do it with my whirlybird, my hand spreader, my backpack sprayer. I mean, when we're selling something that if you can't get the power, I've had it happen where you show up and it's like I can't put the turf camera on there because it got sold sight unseen, and that's fun. But for a power seating, like I almost want to have that a consult is required for power seating or aeration.
So, John, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, that's why we wanted to make the offer. We just want to make sure folks have capacity. So, like I'm looking in your case.
I don't care if the call center does it. Just I know it sometimes is tough to have. Oh, John wants consultations, but he doesn't, and then so I just didn't want to muddy the waters. I don't care if the call center does it, as long as if somebody's interested, it is not sold until a consult is set up.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if they're going to be able to alter that for one franchise. So
that's why
Yeah. So the only thing I'm thinking, so in your case, and for our case, we just want you guys to get the sales. We're not looking at one making the sale versus the other. We just want your business to increase. You've got 192 Pitch Not Sold potential customers and 165 base. So that's, rough math, about 350. That's a lot of phone calls. If you feel like you can knock them out, like I said, we certainly don't want to deter you from doing that. We want you to do what's most comfortable, but maybe we should have a separate conversation afterwards and kind of figure out a plan.
Yeah, like I said, I don't have a problem with them helping to handle the volume. I'm just thinking about the logistics of, like my aerator. I know I bought the 24-inch ride-on aerator, and so if I can't put the turf tamer on the property, I know I can't put the aerator on the property. type,
Yeah.
you know, and people want aerate. So then when I show up and I say, oh, you know, I can't, if it's a property I don't know. So yeah, we can work out the logistics of what's the best way to handle the volume and make sure that, you know, the sales that are getting closed are going to be sales that can be completed.
Yeah. So you know what?
You know.
Maybe what may be an idea, and I'm just thinking about it, is because you're not the only one that's going to have that situation with the, you know, the width of the aerators and you know, getting through spaces. Maybe we can, and I'll talk to Laura afterwards, maybe we can make that part of their conversation is, hey, we're selling this to you. However, the owner will follow up to discuss the specifics of your property, something like that. You know, just something that lets the client know that, you know, yes, we're happy to sell you this service. However, you know, we do need to follow up to make sure that it is feasible. You know, some little follow-up line so that if it happens to be one of the few that I have to say, oh, I'm sorry, I can't do this, it's not like out of left field. Oh, they did warn me that not all properties are, you know, able to be serviced with these particular lines or, you know, something. So just so they're a little forewarned about that. Yeah, and I'm thinking that may be an easier way to go than for you to be making 350 phone calls while you're trying to service.
Like I said, I have no problem with the help with the with the volume. So
great. Yeah, let's. I'll reach out to Laura and discuss it, but I really think we'll be able to. I don't think we'll have a problem with that. I think we'll be able to make that work.
Okay.
Cool. Good point. Thanks, Doug.
Okay. So on this slide now, you'll see these are what the kind of the features of the power seeding and aeration email campaigns going out are going to be. So there will be a link to click this video. And, you know, this is just more so we felt it gets the point across of how power seeding can help your lawn, and the same with aeration. So we just thought this was like a fun additive to the emails. We just wanted to keep you guys in the loop of what's going to be going out. But yeah, just a fun detail. We can skip this one because we're not warm season. Anybody here? You guys will also be receiving.
Actually, let's put that because we're gonna have some warm season folks that will be hopefully viewing this later on. So let's touch on that as well.
Okay, so for the warm season, the focus will be soil enrichment. Same concept. We'll email to the pitch not sold and also the customer base if they do not have the service already. The dates there for when those are going out are listed below. Same idea. You will either be able to receive the phone calls that list yourself, or it will go to the call center for follow-up. But for this one, unlike the power seeding and the aeration emails, this will have an offer on it that will specifically go just to the pitch not sold list. So it'll be sign up by October 1st for a 2020 maintainer, and you get one free soil enrichment service. So just to reiterate, that will only be the offer that's going to the pitch not sold list. So those that are already existing customers, obviously they can't get a free maintainer program if they're already a maintainer customer.
So one quick thing to note on that, and this is for, you know, obviously you guys on the call, you know, we discussed it, and for anyone dialing, you know, listening to the call at a later date, the assumption is that we're taking those lists and sending them to the call center to make the follow-up calls on your behalf, unless you have a plan in place to be able to make the calls yourself, in which case, you know, just proactively reach out and let us know. We're happy to go either way. But, you know, if we don't hear anything, the assumption is that you're okay with the call center doing it. Just wanted to throw that out there so there's no confusion. Thanks. Sorry, Gabriella. Feel free to keep going.
No problem. Okay, so these are our power seeding signs. Everyone, obviously, in the power seeding market will be receiving 100 each of these signs. We want you to be able to put them out as soon as possible because, of course, we're coming up into the power seeding window here. So just put as many, if not all of them out, you know, high traffic areas, very visible. Keep a couple in your van or your vehicle, and if you see a good spot, just jump out and put one up. Keep in mind, they're very low cost, and they really do pay off as far as cost per lead for goes. They're pretty inexpensive. They're fairly simple to put out, so please just do your part and help get those put out throughout your territory. We also have another thing that we've got for you guys, our soil sample bags. So the concept of this is, let's say you're on a customer's yard, you're there for one of your maintainer services. You just take a sample of their soil, and we really recommend that you talk to them and consult them in person, because it's obviously more impactful to try and sell them when you're speaking to face-to-face. But just show them the samples of their soil and just kind of talk about their condition of their soil, explain the benefits of the aeration or the soil enrichment that they need. We do have power seeding trifold that you guys should have all received in your Real Green startup marketing materials. If you don't have any of those left, please let me know, but we have the power seeding trifolds. We also have core aeration trifolds and handouts. You won't receive any of these, but I do have the templates if you wanted me to send them. I could send them to everybody regardless, but you would just have to get them printed from a local printer. So we have the trifold for the core aeration as well as the flyer, and then for soil enrichment, you guys did receive a half sheeter in that initial startup files that I send out to everybody, but please email me if you don't have those files, and I'll send those over again. And also, don't forget to use, when you're on the property and you come back and you know that you've given them information about power seeding and whatnot, don't forget to use those upsell condition codes. Those are huge and very important, so please don't forget, just a reminder. And then other marketing tactics here that we're doing on our end. Deanna, she is going to take over Facebook. That's one of her tactics. So she's going to just be posting on your behalf. She does have access to go on there. She's finding blog content, tips and tricks regarding soil enrichment, HydroGuard, power seeding and core aeration. So she is going to go on and just post on your behalf. So if you see those links kind of pop up, that's just know that it's her doing them. And we just want to kind of, in a non-selling way, promote the benefits of why you should be getting core aeration done now during the fall, or what are the benefits of power seeding. And really just try and educate the people that follow your Facebook, because not everybody knows, of course, about, how great the power seeder is and whatnot. So just look out for that. And then we're also going to be, your PPC, we're going to increase your media on your PPC Facebook display to promote fall services. So instead of it being an ad for maintainer, we're going to do ads for power seeding, aeration, HydroGuard, those kind of things, especially now to push in the fall. Okay. Does anybody have any questions?
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
Excellent. Awesome. Guys, we appreciate it. There's, a lot of work going into building this and getting it out there, but from the highest levels of our organization down to us, everybody is very supportive and feels really good about this, and we want to be able to send everybody off, into the off season for you guys on the call now to be a little longer than for some others, with some some good cash flow as you start to look into and plan for 2020. So I just want to thank you guys for participating and looking forward to some good things happening here.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for joining, guys.
Okay,
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.